Good morning, Seekers. Who gets a phone call at 7:30 in the morning? Me, because I went live. It's a tank top. Yeah. All right, so I don't know if you're all up, but I've been doing some serious research. So lean in. I have to use code words, I think. I think I should use code words. Nah, forget it. It either uploads or it doesn't. Good morning, Tanya. I've been doing research. So I'm going to wait for people to join because I can't say this twice. You're going to have to watch the playback. Oh, this was a lot of work. Digging deep, like a reporter should do. Not a paid activist. That's what reporters are these days. Paid activists. They've lost their integrity. They don't question anything. They don't report things people should know. So we got to go out there and dig for all the information. Because in Antrim County in Michigan, hi Cece, they went live and said over 9,000 votes in just Antrim County. Yeah, lean in, people. Tanya, Hill Country girl. 9,000 votes were switched from Trump to Biden in just Antrim County in Michigan from this Dominion voting system. So I said, listen, I got to find some ties here to this system because you know everything is going to be behind this, behind that, and you got to dig and dig and dig and dig. Now, this isn't a conspiracy theory and this isn't brainwashing. These facts can actually be found. It's not some conspiracy theorist throwing shit out there into the wind. These things can be found on actual documents. Oh, you ready to lean in? Give me a thumbs up. I did the work. I at least get a thumbs up. I'll wait. I'm gonna need Bubba for this. Okay. Who's ready? You guys ready for all this? All right. We're just stating facts that are known. Okay? You can deduce it all yourself. I've given you 2. Thank you, Tanya. 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Ready? So, there was this Sequoia voting system, right? Which had ties to the Venezuela government. Okay? Thank you, .com. And it had controversy in many countries. And it was responsible for the 2004 Venezuela election fraud, right? Okay. It was bought and renamed Dominion Voting Systems. Here we go already with the math problem. It started in 2002 as a Canadian company. Okay? 2002. Then it was acquired by Staple Street Capitalists in Denver, Colorado, as well as its own management team, very important, in July 2018. 2018. The board of directors is not publicly available. It's owned by private citizens. This gets better, doesn't it? Now remember, this Dominion voting system was used in all the swing states. All the swing states. Okay. Nope, just a sub. Nope. No, nope. I'll go through it all. One person who sits on the board is a former presidential ambassador who operated under the Obama administration. Now, the CEO is John Paulus. He got a BS in electrical engineering from the University of Toronto. He got his MBA from INSEAD in France. All right, so here's a statement from Dominion Voting Systems. There are no credible reports or evidence of any system software errors. But people said that Dominion did a software last minute update before the election, the night before. And but Dominion Voting Systems, people were accusing them of being tied to the Clinton Foundation. They admitted to a one-time contribution. So in Antrim County, Michigan, they hand counted all the votes, and 9,000 Trump votes were found to have changed to Biden. And that's just one county in Michigan. Just one county. And Antrim County is not that big. So Georgia and Michigan both used the Dominion as well as other states, but Texas refused the software. Just so you know. So Politico stated, a technology glitch that halted voting in 2 Georgia counties November 2nd was caused by a vendor uploading an update to their election machines the night before. And that was taken, the report was taken by a county election supervisor. Voters were unable to cast machine ballots for a couple hours in Morgan and Spalding counties, Michigan, after the electronic devices crashed, state officials said. So now, remember, it's in all the swing states, this Dominion Voting Systems. Do not get it confused with Dominion Company, which is an HR company and payroll company. They've been getting so many threats, it's not even funny. And they are not Dominion Voting Systems. So Dominion Voting System is tied to the Clinton Global Initiative through the Delian Project, Delian, according to the Clinton Foundation website. See, you can go find this stuff. Washington Post reported that Dominion Voting Systems donated between $25,000 and $50,000 to the Clinton Foundation. Dominion connections to lobbyists. After the 2016, Dominion hired lobbyists to assist them with the company's interaction with the U.S. Congress. They hired Nadim El-Shami, which was Nancy Pelosi's former chief of staff, as one of those lobbyists. There's your tie. It's not her husband, and that was reported by Bloomberg. See, you can go look at this stuff, guys. You do the math. The ties, all these ties being purchased, 2018. Like, come on now. Look at my shirt. It's too big for me now. It used to be skin tight, by the way. Okay, so let's recap. Dominion Voting Systems started as a Canadian company in 2002. Then it was acquired by Staple Street Capitalists in Denver, Colorado, and as well as its own management team in 2018. 2018. And one of the persons that sit on the board is a former presidential ambassador who operated under the Obama administration. Now remember, its board of directors is publicly unavailable. It's owned by private citizens. 2018, people. What are your thoughts? You can go find all this stuff. There was a software. Remember, it used to be the Sequoia voting system. which had ties to the Venezuela government. And it was very controversial voting system in many countries. It was the cause of the 2004 Venezuela election fraud. And then Sequoia was bought and renamed by Dominion Voting Systems in 2002 in Canada, Toronto to be exact. And then it was acquired by Staple Street Capitalists in Denver, Colorado, 2018. The name of the software of the Sequoia voting systems was Smartmatic. Now, let me tell you one thing. The ties go deeper than that with the Smartmatic and the Sequoia thing. You can go research that yourself, because that gets too deep, and I don't want to be a part of that. Good morning, Patty. So there you go. They hand counted in Antrim County, Michigan, hand counted, and found 9,000 Trump votes that had been switched to Biden. And so this company is saying there are no credible reports or evidence of any system software errors. But people said they did a last-minute update the night before the elections. Vendors came in and did last-minute software updates. And that was reported by election officials and state officials. And then there was a big glitch in Georgia and Michigan when they did the software update. Yes, exactly, CC. They've been paving the way for 2 years. Allegedly. If you do the math. And I know other countries have had so many problems with the elections. I get it. Because when people want what they want, they'll do anything to get it. But I would never expect that out of the USA. I mean, of course we should expect it. But I just wish we had integrity across the board. But you can't when you have people that have made promises to other people. The lobbyists have made promises to other people. We need a new system. We need a new system. We already know bank accounts, computers get hacked all the time. We know there's software glitches in things. We need a new system. Now, so you know how in the Constitution it states, I have to go through this some more. In the Constitution it states, okay, so let's say we find all these issues, and then Trump ends up with 270 votes. Not so fast. He's not the winner. Because Biden can challenge that. And then it goes to the House of Representatives. And so they're already cheering. So even if they find all this to be election fraud, whatever, and it switches over to Trump, well, now it goes to the House of Representatives to decide. But there is something in play, according to our Constitution, that would require individual votes, not majority, but individual, which the Democrats in the House lost 15 seats. So that means it would be a Republican win. Yes, nothing's sacred anymore. Nothing is what we thought it was anymore. Nothing is what it seems anymore. That's the truth. We have come to a point where living our lives willy-nilly, out of touch with things has changed, and COVID changed that. The lockdowns changed that, and I think we're on our way to another lockdown. And it's, even if it's voluntarily, because the cases are rising. The hospitals are becoming capacity. They are going through PPE like crazy. New York has shut down worshiping again. They're trying to fight it through the Supreme Court. Hi, Miss Christine. Yeah, so we are more awake and aware, and it's disheartening. What we believed in is like now some hazy half-truth. You know what I mean? Good morning, Sunshine Travels. Yeah. So yeah, I dug into that, and I wanted to find all the ties. And trust me, there are way more ties that I'm not willing to verbalize. So you can go research yourself. I just wanted the specifics on the Dominion voting system, and I found them all. But there are way more ties than that, and I don't want to even verbalize it. Go research yourself. So there you have it. I guess you can do the math yourself. They had Biden sitting in some room, I'm thinking it was his basement, I don't know, that said the office of the president-elect. Is there such a thing? Thank you, Patty. I will always research. When I'm like going, well, I mean, we all know software gets hacked. Give me a break. Your area's at 90% capacity? Wow. Michigan hospitals are nearing capacity. And we're going through PPE, and whether the governor has the power to lock us back down, because New York's going to lock back down, because they've given him full power. But we haven't in Michigan. We believe the people have a right to take care of themselves, and we don't believe one person has the power over all. That's communistic. So the legislation, we trust our legislatures, and if they deem it necessary, they will vote to shut us down. Oh, absolutely. Your vote for Biden is Harris for president. Absolutely. So anyway, ouch. I do see a shutdown coming. More people than I ever knew last year, 'cause, I mean, I didn't know anybody in March, April, May, that got COVID. I know a lot of people now. Of course, most of us will, go right through it. But you risk the probability of somebody who will not live through COVID getting, exposed. So it is best for everybody. Unfortunately, everybody won't think that way. They're just going to do what they want. Like the younger people, I believe putting kids back in school was a big mistake, and you were asking for this. We're talking elementary, junior high, and high school, and college, and then the kids come home. They're spreaders, asymptomatic or not. They're spreaders, and I believe that if you really, really, really did not want to see this coming back with a vengeance, you should have never opened schools. And you have to be a special kind of idiot mathematician to not have seen this wave coming from school being opened. These kids come home to their parents. They don't go to some special place where they can't infect anyone. They go home to their parents who go to work, and you can see the trend. You can see the trend. Look at even, okay, look, every profession, even the hospital. So they got kids in school. Then the kids infect the parent, and they say, you got to wait to be tested, 3 to 5 days. So now you're going to work and can't be tested until the proper window. And you get tested, it's too late. You've already been at work for those 3 or 5 days. Hi, Yorkie, Mom. And they go to work, the hospital, work with their coworkers, and oh shit, I tested positive. I'll be on lockdown for 2 weeks. What's the point? You were already at work. You already exposed everyone. Then those people go home, expose their family, their kid goes to school. Now the super spreaders keep on going. How did they not see this coming? And yes, there are people out there vulnerable. So if you didn't want the second wave, which was the beginning of flu season in October, where Fauci said, I see a worse. I mean, we're thinking by Christmas, over 15 million people. I believe everyone is going to end up with COVID. And for some people, it is fatal. So, schools opening and college, trying to tell college kids to not come home for Thanksgiving. Well, you better keep the school open. You know, they usually close the college when the kids go home for Thanksgiving. Good morning, who knows? So if you didn't want this huge second wave, this huge infection rate, why'd you open schools? And that's just common sense. First thing we did to stop the spread was close school. So the prediction was this winter will be way worse. And we already see it. We're only a month into flu season. And look at the statistics. Of course, our state's always in the top 10. Go Whitmer. To this day, I don't know if we're talking about positive tests or actual cases. They report it all. So it could be half of what they're saying. Half. Who knows? I got a puppy dreaming. So I don't know. But I wanted to check into the Dominion voting system. And I have. And if you want to take that little ball, move it back to the beginning, I spelled it all out from credible sites. Sources were cited. It is not conspiracy theory. This is the truth of where Dominion voting systems came from. Yeah, I know. Texas is number 1 in the out-of-control virus. Absolutely. Number 1. My stepmom was telling me last night that her niece that works in the health field in Texas, they're having meetings warning this wave is going to be much worse. They've already said that. Fauci said that in June, that he predicted that fall and winter was going to be way worse than last year. And that would make sense. It has now hit every single state, rural America, blah, blah, blah. And starting school was the biggest mistake they could have made. The biggest mistake they made. I mean, you're talking millions of students from elementary to college. People are in dorm rooms together. They party together. Kids touch each other. They touch surfaces. They rub their nose, their eyes. Come on now. Those kids aren't wearing goggles, so stop. A kid is not going to sneeze inside their mask. They're going to pull it down and sneeze. So come on. They knew. Come on. You got to be the... I can't even. I can't. It is a virus. It is going to go through this country. And there ain't a Biden plan in the world that was going to stop it. Putting kids back in school, that was up to the governors. So don't blame it on Trump either. He said, I would like to see all the kids back in school. It doesn't mean he gets his wish. The governors decide. Your state decides. You're welcome, CC. Oh, yes, it's spreading everywhere, Tanya. It is every country. Everyone's going to go through it again. They say this is a milder form, and I got to be honest, every single person that I know that has gotten it, and I'm not discounting people out there that have died from it. I'm saying the people that went through it without being hospitalized had the same symptoms, all of them. No smell, no taste, shortness of breath, exhaustion. You can't do much and you got to sit back down. And some had low-grade fevers, some didn't. But then they ended up with a congestion in their upper, you know what I mean? All of them had the same symptoms. Every single one of them. And they said it sucked, but it was 3 to 5 days. So there you go. And that's every single person that I know that had it. And I know a lot now. A lot. But Texas is number 1 in infection rate. Number 1. Michigan's cases are going up exponentially. But you know what? I expect that here. I saw people buying up toilet paper yesterday. Yes, people are beginning to prep. I do see a lockdown coming because hospitals are reaching capacity and PPE is, they're going through PPE like crazy. But we should have cupboards full. Fauci already predicted this. So I don't want to hear that. We've been producing it in our own country. Problem is, we still have a lot of things we rely on from China. And we need to stop that. We need to manufacture here in the United States. We need to. It is literally imperative. So protect yourselves. That's all you can do to have any control. I don't even know what's going on. You only can be responsible for your own health and if you're so dead set on getting together with your family for Thanksgiving, do it. I'm not. For a meal? No. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not going to go into another area just to eat a dinner. You know what I'm saying? That's just my choice. I don't know. Christmas is probably going to be canceled. Give you that. You're going to be doing Amazon wish lists and send in your family members. Have them create an Amazon wish list. And you just buy from there. And they get their gifts. That's what I'm doing. In fact, I've already started that. I'm doing Christmas early, pretty much. I told my daughter, go on Amazon and create a wish list. Shelly, it's not a new case, but did you watch the No? No? Oh, you're watching Trials now? I love watching Trials. I watched the Martin, his name is, his last name's Martin. He was the Major League Baseball player for Tampa that killed his father, his uncle, and a security system installer. And it's incredible. We're in the penalty phase now, but it was incredible. There's just something not right with that dude. Oh, that's sad. Who knows? That's sad. That sounds familiar, though. I'll have to look into it. I listen to crime daily when I'm doing my soap shop and stuff like that. Tanya, are you stressed? Well, everyone that has gotten it that I know of said it is mild. They said it was mild. Last week, after I completed cleaning job Thursday, Saturday, received a message from homeowner. She tested positive. My doctor still said for me not to get the test. Said if you get COVID-19, you'll know it. Yeah, the biggest part is the no taste, no smell. That's how you know you have it. That's how you know you have it. You got to just stay up on your vitamins, your vitamin C, D, and zinc. You got to build that immune system. And my sister didn't take any of that stuff. Ah, so tired of this. All right, guys, everybody's calling me. I got to deal with some stuff. I will be back later. Please watch this from the beginning and learned all about this voting system, okay? I've done the research for you. You do the math now. And these are cited sources, so it's not some, conspiracy theory or brainwashing. Go look it up yourself. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will be back later, okay? Talk to you later. Bye.